first exercise for today is a push-up with a T rotation. You can do this with or without weight. So with or without weight, and you can also do it down on your knees and open up into a rotation as well if you need it a little bit easier. Alex and Lily, get down. The second exercise, you can do jump the mat, which is this first exercise here, or one that I've heard referred to as ski abs, where you're jumping up and to the sides and up into the middle. You want to make sure your core is engaged as you're jumping to protect your
Alexander.
back. It's going to hurt your arms, especially after those push-ups, because you are in a plank position.
Lillian. Go on. Lillian. No.
And here my children had done some random thing for the TV. I was trying to fix it. The third exercise are leg lowers. I like to keep my shoulders up off the mat to keep my core engaged even more. And I don't lower my legs to touching the floor. I like to keep them engaged, or my core engaged. You can also lower your legs just halfway, or bring them halfway up from the lowered position. But make sure you're inhaling and exhaling, and that you are breathing, because that's important during exercise, and keeping that core nice and tight. Good sharing, I love it. The fourth exercise are going to be pull-ups. You can do this with equalizers, which is what I'm using. Before I had equalizers or a dip station, though, I used to do them off of a table. So I would put my head under the table, hold the sides of the or the edge of the table, and do a pull-up. Or you can obviously do it all off of a pull-up bar or a pull-up station. The further out your legs are, the harder your pull-up is going to be. And the more work for your arms. Obviously, if you're hanging from a pull-up bar and pulling up your full weight, that's going to be the hardest level. Or hardest variation, I should say. And if you need to, I know this is a hard exercise, just do 4 to 5, or even if it's 1 to 2, and then take a break and then get right back into it. The 5th and 6th exercise are going to be an ab reach through and ab drop, which is from a side plank variation. I'm going to use some added weight, so reach through and then use your abs to drop your hips to the floor. Don't just lower your legs, you're using your abs. Keep that core nice and tight to keep those abs engaged. I was just laughing because I know my kids are in my videos a lot of times, which is awesome because it shows that you do have time to work out. Even when your children are running around crazy, you can get short workouts in, whether it's 10 minutes, whether it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And I know some days are harder than others, but you can squeeze a workout in. But as a mom, I totally feel like I have mom Tourette's or something, because I'll be talking on the phone or explaining something, and then I'm like, no, stop, don't put that in your mouth, or, what are you doing? And I totally feel like I have Tourette's because I'm explaining one thing and then I yell something else out that has nothing to do with what I was originally talking about. It's just really funny. So I was thinking about that yesterday, and it made me laugh. And if you wanted to make these a little bit harder, you can open up that top leg in your plank and keep it up in the air to make it a little bit harder. The seventh exercise is a tricep dips, which I used my Lurber equalizers for. You can get these on Amazon. I think they were $120. But I'm doing tricep dips. You can do these off of chairs, off of a couch, off of a coffee table. I'm obviously showing you one of the harder levels with both feet off the floor, putting all your body weight on your arms and lowering and lifting up. You can put your feet on the floor if you need to. And the further your feet out on the floor, so right there they're on the floor, that's going to be easy. And then a little bit harder with having your legs extended out more. But like I said, you can do these off a couch. You can have 2 chairs out and do them off chairs. Whatever it is you have at home, you can use. You don't need a bunch of fancy equipment. This is just stuff I've asked for Christmas. And yeah, I always ask for workout equipment for Christmas. The 8th exercise is a V-up. So I'm just going to have my feet up and I'm going to be reaching towards my feet. You can make this harder by adding weight, and you can make it even harder by rolling your hands behind your head and your legs to the floor, like you're laying out flat, and then bringing your arms and legs up to meet in the middle, which I think is standardly called a suitcase crunch. And I would also love suggestions of what you guys would like to see. Here's a Tourette's moment. This is a beginner move. You can lower your legs and it makes it a little bit easier. But as I was saying, if there's anything you'd love to see, whether it be certain exercises or things like that, I will research it and I will add them in. So please, please comment and tell me what it is you'd like to see. If you like how we're doing this with the real time, where you could work out with me, or if you'd rather just see just short bits of the exercise in a shorter video. The 9th exercise is an arm fly. Make sure your core is engaged to protect that back, knees are soft, and you're tightening and squeezing those shoulder blades at the top. You can use dumbbells, you can use weight plates, whatever you have. And then the final exercise is a monkey push-up, and that's going to work your shoulders a lot more because you're pushing your weight over your shoulders and dropping down. I'll show a more advanced scenario where you put your feet up so there's even more weight concentrated on being pushed down. And I think the expert or most advanced level of this would be a handstand push-up against a wall or in the air where you're in a handstand position. So here is the intermediate, not advanced, putting your weight up so that you have more weight. If you like these, please subscribe, thumbs up,